Well, hello there. I hope everyone is doing okay on this Friday evening. So, to get straight into it, today we're gonna do a little bit of questing yet again. Yesterday we finished a little bit abruptly, I guess.
I'm sure I forgot.
So today I kind of want to catch up a little bit more
I'll simply send someone to
on
fetch it.
Inazuma's story.
As soon as I remember.
And if we have enough time, we might do the new event as well. And if not, we'll probably do it on either Saturday or Sunday. Not sure yet, but we'll definitely give a shot to this one. It looks kind of fun. Quite a lot of characters that we haven't seen in a while. This should be interesting. But I guess without further ado, actually let's start with a little bit of a warm-up, I guess. Because I forgot to do it yesterday. Let's do some daily quests. I probably should set it actually on Inazuma. Just because doing Monster Night quests is a little bit boring nowadays. Let's see, can I actually do it in Inazuma yet? No. Unfortunately I can do... That's weird. I guess I need more reputation on to be able to do it in other places. But oh well. We'll do it at some point. My internet was kinda finicky today. I almost couldn't start streaming because for some reason my Wi-Fi just decided, you know what? I don't feel like working today. So that was a bit annoying. Had a little bit of a deal with that going on for a while. But luckily managed to fix that. So hopefully there's not gonna be any, you know, disconnections. But I can't promise. For sure. So it's not really up to me.
Shine down. I see everything.
I feel like it's just the power lines for some reason are a bit finicky now, since we do have a bit of snow in UK. So that's kind of interesting. In March we have some snow, so yeah, the weather has been a bit unusual. That's probably why UK power lines are not equipped to handle a little bit of snow, especially in spring. That's probably why my connection is all over the place. Well, we can only hope that it's not gonna peace out on us. I probably should get ethereal cable at some point. Just to not rely on Wi-Fi all the time, but I'm just too lazy to actually set it up myself later. I'll probably do it at some point because for some reason my Wi-Fi is just all over the place majority of the time. It's kinda annoying. But yeah, besides me complaining about Wi-Fi, today I kinda started reading a new title. That's gonna be a minute of manhwa recommendation with Lux as usual. So I read a title called Eternal Life today. Well, I didn't read it fully, but I read about 30 chapters.
There is no escape.
And it was pretty interesting.
Everybody stand back.
It was quite fun to read. It was like the most basic cultivation manhwa you could possibly imagine. But it was a good fun. The entire storyline basically revolves around our main character basically being a slave of his own family. Which is a bit weird, but basically, apparently in like ancient Asia, they used to have like clans and stuff like that. And within those clans, well, I guess in Europe they might have had something similar as well. But basically within those clans, everybody has like the same surname. And our main character's mother is basically was unable to like cultivate at all and decided to leave the family. And they basically died at some point. It wasn't really explained how. But main character's parents basically died. And in order to survive, he basically had to go back to his family and become their slave. Which, I don't know how that works, but that was a basic premise. I found it weird, but I didn't question it too much, because that's kind of how majority of cultivation manhwas work. The less you question it, the better. But yeah, basically, that was the entire premise, and there was like a big fight going on in the beginning, where one of the main female leads was fighting what I presume to be a bad guy. And she defeated the bad guy, but wasn't able to like kill him. And instead of doing so, he kind of escaped and just appeared in front of our main character.
Illusion shattered.
And because of that, our main character got like pretty much an OP cheat, as every protagonist does. That basically allows him to like cultivate exceptionally fast. And he took the evil guy as a teacher. And as soon as he taught him like martial arts in about an hour, he basically died. So he had a teacher for about an hour. And that was fun. And afterwards there's like a big hoopla about him going to one of the places where the main female lead is like a big shot off.
There is no escape.
And like going through different ordeals, becoming stronger, you know, getting attention of people left and right. Basic stuff, honestly, but it was pretty fun. That's kind of the type of stuff you usually read on a daily basis. Just because I don't really want to think majority of the time when I read something. I just kind of want to zone out and just, you know, have a good time majority of the time. Sometimes I do want to think, and for those kinds of times, I keep a few titles up my sleeve where I know they're really, really good and they're like super interesting. But I don't know. Those are like my dark times savers, okay? When I'm feeling a little bit down, that's what I usually go to like relieve some stress and maybe get, you know, some fun out of it. Because it's very rare to find like a very good title that you know you're gonna enjoy without even having to read it. At least for me, personally. It takes quite a lot of, you know, experience, I guess, in manhwa to realize which titles are good and which are no. Because I've had a bunch of titles that I read before that either were like super cool story, but the art was kind of mediocre. And I had it the other way around, where like the art was amazing, but unfortunately, the story was complete garbage. And I don't know which one is worse, but I don't really like doing either. Because I like looking at pretty pictures, and I like cool plot. So it's a dilemma every single time to look for a very good title. Because there's plenty of stuff to read out there, it's just not all of it is good. I kinda don't want to waste my time just reading mediocre stuff. So yeah, that's basically what I've been up to for the past day. Other than that, I haven't really done too much. I think I missed actually one of the commissions, but I don't really see it anywhere. Did I? Oh. What would that be? I swear, was I blind? I did not see that at all. That was weird.
There is no escape.
Alright, there we go. But it should be pretty fun today. I think we're gonna finally meet Raiden Shogun for the first time. And see how she pretty much almost kills us in a not very, you know, friendly way. Not sure how you can kill somebody in a friendly way, but you know what? She wasn't very pleasant about it. Not sure if we're gonna get to the point where we actually fight her, because I think that's quite a long way away, but maybe. I think maybe it's the first fight that we can get, the one that we'll kind of lose. Which is probably my favorite fight in Genshin Impact. Like, I feel like Raiden's fight was the most, like, engaging, I guess, would be the right word to pick. Because unlike majority of boss fights, Raiden's not actually easy. So when you think about it, Genshin bosses are not particularly hard or challenging for that matter. So it's very easy to just turn your brain off and just spam like your elemental burst or elemental skill and just forget even the basic functions. You don't even need to move half the time. But yeah, Raiden was one of the first boss fights I actually enjoyed for once. I think Child's was probably the first. But the thing about Child 1 is that even though he has 3 stages, the first 2 are kind of there for show. They're just there because he needs to power up every now and again. And without those scenes, it probably wouldn't make sense. But he dies pretty quickly because he's separated into 3 different stages. That's a bit unfortunate. Other than that, it's pretty fun. Azaka is just mostly annoying, really, because if you don't have a shield, you just kind of die. But the fight itself is kind of whatever. The Valen's fight is mostly like, if you have a bow character, you don't even need to try. It's only if you don't use a bow character, you kind of need to do some stuff. And Scaramouche's fight is pretty cool. Scaramouche is probably my favorite, now that I think about it. Alright, I think we're done with daily stuff.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for
Alrighty. Now we can actually go and start doing the main quest. And see what it's all about.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we? Psst! Hey, wait!
Ooh, time to feed Yoimiya. Yoimiya is actually a pretty nice character. One of the best, honestly. I love Yoimiya to death.
Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention. Come on, this way.
Alright, I'm coming, jeez.
Come on, can't you see we need to go help? Shh, quiet.
Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision!
Shh! If you
don't keep your voice down. I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it?
Oh, hey there, Savik. Glad you can join us.
This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
I hope you're doing okay, by the way. It's Friday evening, so I hope you have something fun planned for the weekend, maybe?
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Sorry about that.
Doing alright. Was just rambling before you came about, you know, daily manhwa recommendation, if you will. You know how it is. And just saying that my Wi-Fi been kind of wonky for the remainder of the day because I don't know if you know this, but apparently we have snow in England. And I encountered it firsthand today. I don't know how it happened. In beginning of the March, we have apparently snow. And that is something that terrified me. Because I remember walking outside today and seeing everything white. And I was like, what is this? This is no England. What is rain? What do you mean it's snowing? Where's the mud? Where's the trickling water coming down from every single angle? So it was a pleasant surprise. I really enjoyed it. Oh, hey Crimson. Hopefully you're doing okay. But yeah, walked outside. It was +7 as well. +7 degrees. And still snow outside. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. I'm pretty sure it needs to be cold. Because it wasn't even like windy or anything. I was just baffled more than anything.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
That is indeed true, Savik. If you have 35 degrees in March, goddamn, I don't envy you. Because the thing is, I like warm weather, but I cannot stand heat. If it's like dry heat, I'm fine. If it's humid heat, I'd rather die, honestly. I cannot stand it. My personal, like, preference when it comes to weather is like anywhere between 20 to 25 degrees. I feel like that's the best weather you can possibly get. If it's below or above, like if it's below it's fine, but if it's above, I am not going outside. You cannot force me to. Because I'll melt like a goddamn popsicle, if anything. It's just not happening.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place.
Guy, I just realized, like, this is the most British thing ever to complain about weather. I've been taken, guys. Those Brits out there, they're gonna get you, you know? Because the only two ways you can start conversation here is, how is the weather? The majority of the time is pretty bad, so you're just gonna say, it's crap. And you know, you shake on it and you move on with your day. Or you talk about football. And I don't know anything about football, so to me, it leaves just weather conversations. And God, that's depressing. There's nothing more depressing than just talk about weather, you know? I'm just like, I'm not gonna even go there.
His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Oh, hey there, Alex. Hopefully you're doing okay. Something. I mean, you know how it is. They're just how British people do be, you know, conversing with each other. Because if you don't get passive aggressive with someone, like, are you really talking to a Brit? Like, if sarcasm doesn't seep through your skin, you know, if you cannot physically feel it, there's no real conversation.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Matsukatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. But if I just march straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Yumiya is one of the best female characters in the Genshin. Just something about her, she's just such a pure character. I don't even have anything bad to say about her. Except maybe the fact that she sells illegal firearms to children, but you know what? Who doesn't? It's a tiny mishap, you know? Happens to the best of us.
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. You know, besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is.
I do like her voice, it's pretty nice. It fits her character like super well. Oh, hi Tatagle, hopefully you're doing okay.
So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Well, to be fair, I do understand if some people don't like Kazuha's voice, because it's very like calm and reserved, and some people are annoying to that. And for Zhongli, for some people it might be too much, you know? It's too much handsomeness, you know? Not everybody can handle it. So it is understandable, although I don't agree, but I do understand it.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Mr. Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out.
If I actually had to pick like my personal favorite voice besides Zhongli, I'd probably say it's Ita. Because just something about it. I just like how carefree and all. It must have been such a blast to voice Ita. Because this man is like such a fun character. I love Ita. He's the best boy right there. Not the man, the best boy. Because the best man is Zhongli. Guys, it has been so long since I just, you know, visited Inazuma in general. It gives me such a, you know, trip back down the memory lane. Because I remember the first time I visited Inazuma like a year ago. Like whenever it was released. I think it was almost 1.5 years now, right? Guys, such a, you know, trippy feeling. Because I still remember like the quest and everything, but I kind of forgot the majority of like little things, like, you know, the NPCs, the side quests. Obviously I still remember the main stuff, but my memory is not the best when it comes to like little things, so it's kind of nice. Yeah, I feel like Ita's voice actor literally became Ita. And that's very rare when it comes to voice acting. Not many VAs unfortunately do that. But like, I honestly want to shake the man's hand, because, like, he did Ita such justice.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
And then Mihoyo, or whoever, just came in and ruined Ito, giving him chicken arms. And I was like, with such great voice, you do Ito this dirty? I digress. I mean, I can complain about Ito all day long. You know my stance on it already. I complain about it every single time. But, you know, it's just because how passionate I am about Ito. And I want my boy to be, you know, at his peak. And not nerfed.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, we've got a good chance. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
You sure? Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
Alright, I took break some people out. You know, some people break out of jail, we break in. Because that's how we roll. We don't play by the rules. We make the rules. And then we break them as well. There you go.
Let's light it up.
Come on, fall over.
Take cover.
I wanted to, you know, toss them overboard, but it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. But that's alright, that's alright. We'll have plenty of chances.
A big door. It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Any chests? Nope.
Adventure time. Off we go.
Everyone hold hands.
I'm going in.
Mind the deluge.
Nice. It was just asserting his dominance over Inazuma yet again. As he should. Any chests? No? A little bit stingy. Oh well. Nothing here? Nope. Alright. I do remember there's some hidden chests
There is no escape.
here and there. Gotta dodge with style. You know, some people might just, you know, lean. But that's not how we do it. We do it with Ayato's elemental skill.
Whoa, looks a bit
It's really
odd.
classy.
Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual.
Ooh.
Paimon wonders if
Ooh.
that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
This is how we cheat the system. You're trying to lock the chests away? Not so, not so. I'll find a way. I'll find a way to get them.
Adventure time.
Be still.
I remember blasting through Inazuma, I think on my like second playthrough. In probably a day actually as well. But that was before the second half of Inazuma story got implemented. I think I did it like right up to actual Raiden Shogun fight the second time. Alright, done that.
Kamisato Art. Suiyu.
But yeah, I do like Inazuma's story. It's just like,
Why do they never miss?
I feel like Inazuma's story is one of the most impactful and yet a little bit on the shorter side as well. Because kind of entire Inazuma's story is revolved around NPC characters and just like, you know, proving to Raiden that we can just fight, you know. But I do like the entire aspect of like war.
There is no escape.
I think that's pretty fun.
Insolent.
Because this was the first time that we actually had the conflict. They actually has some, you know, value behind it. There was some stakes at the end, because, you know, it was literally two nations going against each other. So that was pretty fun. Plus, I did enjoy, like, the backstory of Raiden. I think that was quite... Oh, wait. Wrong way. I think that was quite fun. Because we never really got to see backstory of... you know, Venti and Zhongli in like No, that's not true. We did get to see quite a lot about Venti. I think Zhongli was actually the only one where we didn't get to see a lot of his backstory. Like, we kind of know what happened in the past, but we never actually saw it. So, Zhongli is like the mysterious character, you know? We don't know much about him. But we love him nonetheless.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Yeah, I do feel that, Savik. I do think they rushed it slightly. But I still feel like it was pretty impactful. I think personally, like the entire Signora stuff, I felt that was pretty rushed. I think they should have like hyped it up a little bit more, like made us actually, you know, not expect like that's gonna happen. Because if you play that part, the one I'm talking about, you probably could see it coming that Raiden just deletes, you know who. And I don't know. To me, it was just kind of like, do I really care? Because I was like, it's whatever. I never actually like felt attached to her, so to me it was like, I guess.
Teach me a lesson.
Illusion shattered.
Cascade.
I think the strongest part was definitely like Sengonomiya's part, where we like go with Kakomi and stuff like that. I think that was done pretty well. But definitely like the main island story is a little bit on the weaker side. Which is a bit unfortunate because
Gonna hurt in the morning.
there's plenty of cool characters.
There is no escape.
But by far, the worst part is what they did to this man's main story.
I dare you.
Or character story, I guess.
Mind the deluge.
If you played Ayata's story, it's the saddest thing imaginable, because we don't even get to, like, experience what Ayata is all about.
I dare you.
It was pretty much like Ayata just solving issues for people. We didn't even get to see, like, his past or just anything about him, really. And I was super, super upset about it. Yeah, I do agree with that, Savik. That's why I still believe that that part of the story was actually on the strongest side. I feel like the opening was a little bit weak. The middle was pretty good, but nothing too special. But like towards the end, I feel like this one they really picked it up and started, you know, going full gear. It just didn't build up the story like enough, probably, to make it like super impactful and make you actually feel attached to majority of the characters that were involved. Okay, I think I didn't miss anything. Just making sure.
Illusion shattered.
This man is stuck in a never-ending loop of us whooping. Who guy? He's stuck in eternal in eternal pixel hell. Oh well. That's how we defeat every single NPC. We just get them stuck on a wall. Look at him. Oh. I guess he got unstuck. There you go, I'll put you out of your misery.
There is no escape.
Committed to memory.
Be still. You must withdraw.
I mean, that's what it's all about. You think elemental skills and reactions are the future of Genshin, not so. It's physical damage, baby, all the way. That's what it's all about in the end. That's what we're here for. To truly experience Genshin at its peak. Because when you think about it, elemental reactions are just the beginning. In the end, the physical DPS is a hidden element of them all. It's the one that rules every single other element. It's like a king. They're just hidden from the public's eye, but he is there. He is there. Alright, old man, we're here to bust you out of the joint. Let's get out of here. That's a pretty cool mask, honestly. God damn.
Quick, hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Come on, break it up, boys. He's just an old man. There's no need to get, you know, physical.
Locking you up was just the beginning.
They just start reading terms and conditions from like the Microsoft update or something, which is the biggest touch of them all. Because let's be honest, nobody ever reads it. They just start begin. Chapter 1. In order to update your browser, and the man just breaks down crying. Please stop. I'll tell you everything you want. Just make it stop. That's the biggest touch of them all. The most inhumane way you can touch a man.
Oh no! Those Tenryou Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
I mean, that is true. We are kind of here to save him
there.
and everything. Look who it is. The Raiden's biggest simp is in the house.
Ah, ma'am.
Look at those shoes. Yeah.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
Damn, Alex. That's pretty impressive. I can function if my ping is like above 200. I just mentally break down and start crying. Internally, not outside. Because, you know, outside, face of stone. But inside, a little boy crying every single time. I revert like to being 5-year-old all over again. Just start having like an anxiety.
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way. Let me have a look at him.
I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Is it though? I'm pretty sure torture is like part of military regulations, if anything. But you know what? I respect that. I guess in TED, the only terms of torture they give you is like they don't feed you for like a day. And it's already in the territory of being inhumane.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryou Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Neither would I, honestly. I mean, come on.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
I mean, apparently Kujusada defeated my boy Ita. Although through dirty means, but she defeated him nonetheless. And it's truly a sad fact. I'm still waiting for the sumo match against Sarah and Ita. It needs to happen. I'll be the announcer, if anything. I'll announce the whole thing. We need a rematch. We're gonna make like an entire tournament arc of sumo. We're gonna get like everybody to participate. We get Jean-Li, we get Venti, we get the entire squad assembled. Just a bunch of, you know, people just dueling it out like a true man and woman would on the ring. Barely closed, you know? Oiled up and ready to go. That's what it's all about. And that's what we are here for. Imagine. That would be the greatest storyline the Genshin ever has to offer. The sales immediately skyrocket.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Nice, a firework. That's a stylish getaway. I do respect that.
Fireworks!
Listen, that's what it's all about, Savik. You cannot miss stuff, you know? I mean, you telling me you wouldn't want to see Jean-Li in sumo getup, duking it out with like a child or something? Are you really telling me that's not something you would like to see? Fully oiled up, like the bronze Greek god that he is. Come on, Savik. Who are we kidding here? That's what everybody wants to see. Just man to man, you know? Flesh to flesh. That's what it's all about. That's what everybody wants to see. And that's what we gotta provide to them. We're gonna start making a petition for Hoyoverse to make that happen. The sumo tournament needs to happen.
Huh?
One way or another.
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to.
Nice.
Whoa!
I'm pretty sure it's not very safe to, you know, fire fireworks inside a building. I'm pretty sure that's like a fire hazard. But you know what? I'm not the one to question things.
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
I smell a little bit of a pyromaniac. And I've seen Glee, okay? But I do know one when I see one. Alright, old man. What do you have to say for yourself?
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute!
Well,
Oh.
that didn't work out quite the way we wanted to.
Yes, leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me.
Alright, I mean, fair enough.
He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
That's like Kujisaru's entire fetish. She just lets her prisoners escape and just brings them back in all over again. That's how she keeps herself occupied. She just keeps chasing the same criminals over and over again. It's just like one guy that she just doesn't spare. She just lets him go like one day and captures him like an hour later and just repeats the same cycle over and over again. It's like a Groundhog Day that Kujisaru made with her own two hands. Poor guy. Unbelievable. Some twisted mind we have right here.
Well... you can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
Leave this place.
He'll come back. They always do. She just says under her breath. Ah.
Phew. We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujisara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him? It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
It's almost time. It's almost time we go and get our ass kicked by the Lightning Mother herself. Although, even if we win that fight, unfortunately, the plot decides that we unable to. And that's kind of bullshit, but you know what? You can't really go against plot, as that is the strongest power of them all. Oh hey Angel, hopefully you're doing okay.
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her.
I mean, fair enough, Angel. If that's what you're into, that's what you're into. I hope I won't distract you too much though.
I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
I mean, that is a great thing. Friendship is a beautiful thing. Because as we all know, the more friendship you have, the stronger the power you get. And that is something we all strive towards.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt Decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
I also listen to this playlist when I like do stuff as well. Nowadays, it's just kind of ingrained in my mind. I mean, it's like 4 hours long, and I'm pretty sure I remember every single song like the back of my hand. It's kind of terrifying, honestly. But it's a good one. That's why I keep using it. I might try to find something new for the future, just to, you know, mix it up every now and again. But I kind of like the intro music. I feel like that's a pretty good start to the stream. I might just look for something, you know, to mix in between every now and again.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt Decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt Decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
It's a pretty wishful thinking, Toma.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps, Toma, what would you suggest?
I mean, you wouldn't give me spoilers since I already know the entire story, Angel. But I wouldn't do it for in case there's some guys in China that don't know it.
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together.
That's a recipe for disaster, Toma. I don't think you want that.
Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was.
Honestly, that's kind of a fun game to play, you know, in real life. Just imagine, you put like the entire chili pepper in there, just somebody bites it, blindfolded. Because I think you need to do it blindfolded, otherwise it's just not gonna be, you know, fair. Just add like squid, just random stuff, just add the entire like potato, entire onion, just, you know, keep going. That does sound like fun now that I think about it. I might try to do it. Just get like the lads over, you know. Just say, you know what? Today we're gonna play a game, and you're gonna enjoy it, one way or another. Well, that does sound like a good time.
Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the god of Hot Pot.
I'm pretty sure we're talking about Gooba over here, and I know him personally, so I already have all the blessings I ever need or want. Angel, I'm pretty sure you need to be the one to taste it as well, so I don't think it's a good idea to poison yourself. Because I'm pretty sure if you add something like that, people will make you eat it first. And you don't want to be the first one to go out, you know? As long as you're not the first one to eat it, you know, and maybe not the last. Then maybe, I guess.
Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
I mean, that's how you get rid of your enemies. Just invite them for, you know, a casual pot of hot food. Just add poison to it, and you know, the next thing you know, you don't have enemies. Because they all gone. That's how they used to do it back in the day. Did you actually know that, like, back in ancient Greece, Rome, you name it, they used to have a specific individual that will, like, taste the food for you if you were, like, a noble or general or anyone of the importance, and they would have those people taste their food for them in case it was poisoned. So yeah, you might need one of those people yourself, Angel, if you're casually going around poisoning people's food, you know? I'm just saying.
You really do want to play, huh?
I mean, I'm sure they still do that, Angel. I'm just saying, you know? It's probably not as common. Because I don't think people get poisoned on a daily basis. I don't think it's like, you know, a common occurrence.
Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what should we choose?
Because in ancient time, poisoning someone was probably as easy as drinking water. You just walk up to the kitchen. Probably nobody will even question you. Just like put something in the bread. Job done. Or like in the soup. Nobody will even ask you anything. Nowadays, I'm pretty sure with all the like cameras and, you know, other stuff, it's a little bit harder.
Let's see what we've got here. Fresh fish fillets, shrimp, bamboo shoots.
That does sound pretty nice.
Nice! You can't go wrong with these. Paimon can't wait.
Well, time to ruin it. Then, Paimon, I know you're excited, but you know what? In order to have fun, we gotta add some spice to it.
Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible into the pot. Don't go wasting the rest now. This was possibly the scariest looking hot pot Paimon's ever seen. Fortunately, Toma ended up eating all the weird stuff.
Paimon, I don't know what you're talking about. That food on the table looks good. Look at that. God damn. The entire fish head as well. Some fancy stuff. Look at the chunks of fish. What kind of fish in Genshin do they have? That's some humongous goddamn slices.
You can say that again. But hey, at least I got the most points. Oh, wait a moment. That doesn't feel good.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange...
No worries, Angel. I hope you have a good study session. Take your time.
Same afterwards. Even with the traveler's normal ingredients, I still couldn't guess any of them correctly.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
I mean, it's probably not the worst thing in the world. There's some worse stuff, like maybe putting poison, for one, you know?
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Well, as long as you don't boil them, then yes, they probably would be.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down. I feel like a new man.
I feel like they cannot do that because if they actually did that, the voice actors would not make sense. Unless you're saying Aether, like the actual names of the characters. Because in that case, I think that would be pretty cool. But I think they just want you to be like immersed and feel like you are the main character. That's why they don't do that. Because I don't think even most people even know the main protagonist's name. Because they probably just don't pay attention. It gets mentioned maybe like 4 times in total. in the entire Genshin story. You don't get to hear it often. It's only when, like, our sister or brother, and depending on the character that you play as, calls our name. That's the only times when we actually hear it. Everybody else just calls us Outlander. Apparently we don't tell anyone our name. Because we can't speak, so it is understandable. But you know, it's just weird to me.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Oh, hey there, Alex. Hope you had a good session, you know? You gotta get those, you know, hot liquids inside of you. That's healthy, right there. I hope it was some nice green tea, you know? To calm your nerves down. Get a little bit relaxed.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the God of Hot Pot's blessing.
I mean, Traveler is not mute. I just feel like he doesn't want to talk. Or he can't. I don't know. Maybe Traveler has... Have you guys ever saw the movie, like 100 Words or something? Or 1,000 Words? It was like a movie about the main character only having 1,000 words that he can say like a month or something. And if he exceeds those words, I think he was like gonna die or something. And I feel like Traveler has the exact same thing, but he only gets 5 words per year. And he just uses them that way.
Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hot Pot Challenge is... me.
Oh, brother.
Ah, good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
I hate when Genshin includes like outdated meme references. It's just like, why? Just don't. Just please don't.
Yes. If the Tenryou Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Like, I remember when I found out the Perfect Balance reference, you know? I was honestly crying inside. Because I was like, why would you do that? Just, you know, just do your thing. No need to seem relatable. I'm pretty sure nobody plays Genshin to, you know, like, get related to the real world. I'm pretty sure that's what people try not to do while playing Genshin. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like... some references are not the worst, I guess, but it's just... the ways they do them is a bit... like, why? Because they don't even fit in that well.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Bye, Toma! Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori Tea House for a while. Why don't we go explore some other places?
Speak for yourself, Paimon. I gotta meet my boy. What do you mean I'm not gonna visit? Mamoru is waiting for me. Mamoru, I'm here. How you been doing? Have you been a good boy? Of course you are. Look at you. This is the greatest... this is like the greatest character of them all. Look at him. This is the greatest boy of them all. You can see the desire in his eyes to pet him. But Mamoru is a proud boy. He doesn't allow just anyone to pet him. You gotta earn it. And I respect that. I do respect that. Because Tomaru knows what his worth is. He's not afraid to say it. Look at him. What a gorgeous creature he is. Oh, that one is awful. Because you don't even get anything for it. There's not like an achievement or anything. But it's one of the worst commissions you can possibly get in Mondstadt. I hate it. Every time I get it, I die inside, honestly. A little bit.
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance. But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato clan. It is my own individual request.
Alright, who do I need to take out? Just say the word, Ayaka. If the pay is right, I'll do it.
Individual request? You mean personal stuff?
Correct. It concerns my mother.
I'm not gonna take out your mother, Ayaka. Come on. Even I have standards.
This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to.
It's a little bit of tall order, but okay.
A few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found a notebook that belonged to my mother. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name. It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it so frequently, it makes it difficult for me to ignore.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintances. So, I am very curious about this mysterious individual. I would very much like to meet them. According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother. Someone with a lot of personality, who liked to have fun.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl's name.
What gave it away, Paimon?
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do?
When was the last time you met a guy named Tsubaki, Paimon? I wanna you to give me an explanation for that one. Like, come on. Detective Paimon on the case.
Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. I wanted you to assist me with the preparation of greeting gifts. Please keep everything I have told you in strict confidence. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together, but he is terribly busy at present, and on a more selfish note, I don't wish to involve anybody else from Inazuma in this matter.
Oh, don't you worry. Aito will be there, whether you like it or not. Aito will be there. I can promise you that.
Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people. Not to mention trustworthy. I would not feel comfortable with anyone else in this situation.
You can count on us. We've done greeting gifts before, so we should be able to help. In terms of payment, just treat us to some delicious food and we'll be more than happy.
Wonderful! In fact, I was hoping to take this opportunity to show you both around, if you don't mind, of course.
Oh, we don't mind. We don't mind at all. Do we?
Well, I guess not. Not like I have anything else to do. Not like I need to go, you know, talk to Raiden Shogun or anything. Not like we have the entire Vision Hunt decree to take care of. But you know what? We can put that stuff aside for now. You just go, like, cook some food, I presume.
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then? Ogura Textiles and Kimonos is our first stop.
Alright, sounds great.
It's like such a left turn from us just trying, you know, to prevent a rebellion going on. And like the entire internal war beginning. And you know, we just break it up. Let's go clothes shopping. Okay. Sounds good to me. Right, we need to do these two. I forgot. I was like spacing out for a second, was thinking, did I do something wrong? I forgot that there's some sideline quests. Oh, hey, Aya. Hopefully you're doing okay.
This must be...
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
No, what made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very well acquainted with these sorts of customs. Each season brings its own festival, and each festival in turn brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order. So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit.
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion? Well, let's take a look inside then.
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato, with guests from overseas. Welcome to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos. Are you here to purchase fabric or for tailored garments?
Oh, hey there, Greg. Like, can you join us? Yeah, we're doing alright. I hope you're doing pretty well yourself.
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see. This could be...
It could be...
Oh, it's a very fine design. Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make a kimono following this design, yes?
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Ogura Textiles and Kimonos for your tailoring needs. However, there is one rather difficult problem.
I kind of glimpsed through it in the morning, but I didn't really register that. I thought you were joking for a second. I didn't think you were actually serious. But yeah, that's kind of sucky. I never experienced that type of stuff, but yeah, it sounds pretty horrifying, honestly. I wouldn't even know how would you do that? Do you just like call up your school and just say like, yeah, we have your place locked down? How do you do that?
Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. The majority of Inazuma's silk is imported from Liyue Harbor, but given the current climate...
Was it just like some guy phoning the school, or was it actual like authorities getting the warning? Because if it's authorities, then it's pretty scary. But if it was just like, you know, some guy, you know, doing prank calls, then it's like, you know, it's just some dumb people out there.
As you well know, Inazuma is currently under a strict lockdown. In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry has been quite significant. We're struggling to import high-grade fabrics. So much of our tailoring business has been put on hold indefinitely.
Gee guys, I mean, that's kind of rough. I luckily never had to go through anything like that. But yeah, it sounds pretty terrifying. I hope you're doing well though, Greg. I hope it wasn't like actual, you know, something. I hope it was just, you know, some dumb dude trying to make a stupid joke or whatever.
But of course, where our customers are able to provide the fabric themselves, we can still be of service.
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk first?
Well, to me, And then again, I'm not trying to, downplay the situation. It just sounds like somebody from school, trying to make a dumb prank. Because I doubt there's any, like, rational adult that has the time to do shit like that. Because I'm pretty sure it's easily traceable. Like, the authorities nowadays have access to, like, any tracking you could possibly want or think of. They could probably find anyone who did that. Like, they can just trace back the email address quite easily to the source and just find who it is. But yeah, I hope it was just one of those.
If even Ogura Textiles and Kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade fabric, where would we buy it from?
You could try the International Trade Association. They are a little better connected than we are. After all, the association brings together merchants from all over the world.
Yeah, but the thing is, Greg, you see, even with VPN doesn't erase your entire existence. What it does is redirect your IP address. But IP address is not the only thing you can find somebody by. Because as somebody that did IT, there's plenty of ways to find somebody. You can just trace their hardware. And it's pretty easy to do as well. Because nowadays, police actually have tracking software. But basically what it does, it doesn't trace anything software related. What it does is actually it traces your... what the fuck is it? I think either CPU or motherboard. And it basically tracks your location that way. It's not everybody has it, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that's kind of how they do it nowadays, because everyone uses VPN. It's not uncommon. Everybody has a VPN nowadays. I'm pretty sure majority of you guys have VPN on right now. So it's not... I'm pretty sure they thought about it before.
The only thing is their prices.
It's just...
Not the cheapest. In times like these, though, we're lucky to even have an option of getting a hold of the things we want in the first place.
Plus, I'm pretty sure majority of dark web is actual government officials anyway, trying to actually find people like that and, take them in. Because did you know, guys, dark web was actually invented by government. I think it was like either Navy SEALs they invented, or... well, it wasn't called dark web. I think they used it for something in government, and then just somehow normal people got a hold of it. And that's kind of how it got started. That's kind of how everything bad happens. It's just like government develops it, and then just like, we don't need it anymore. They just toss it into the air, and whoever catches it has a hold of it.
Huh. So even just getting close made this an ordeal in Inazuma.
I mean, technically I live in a relatively safe as well. Like, when you think about it, like, England, we don't really get much. Unless you go to, like, South, which, in, like, capital, maybe. But, I don't know. I myself live in Brighton, right? So, it's relatively safe. I mean, I never encountered anything. It's not like people just, walking around with knives or whatever. It's relatively fine.
Wait, the International Trade Association? That's Kurisu's thing, right? We haven't been to Rito in a while.
I mean, I think it's not necessarily countries. I'm pretty sure every single country has like an area which is not that great. I'm pretty sure for England's Croydon, you don't want to go there. That's like a place where people never want to visit. If you ever visit England, never go to Croydon. Don't ask me why. It's just a place you never want to go to. But yeah, jokes aside, I'm pretty sure that just like, every single country has stuff like that. I was lucky enough to never encounter shit like that, but I know people that did. So, it is what it is, you can't really avoid it. Because there's no, like, perfectly safe country out there. Unless you, like, live in Antarctica. Or, you know, South Pole. Where it's just you, polar bears, and penguins. I'm pretty sure anywhere could be danger lurking around.
It looks like that will be our next stop. Thank you ever so much. We will be back once we've acquired the fabric.
Yeah, why not? Well, what's wrong with that? Greg, why are you making such a big deal out of it? Yeah, I did say it, why?
Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small request. Could you?
I literally named both of them. I literally named both at the same time, Greg. What do you mean? I said South Pole and Antarctica. I'm pretty sure they're polar opposite, Greg. What do you mean? North Pole, South Pole. Both have stuff. I'm pretty sure polar bears only live in, like, what? I think it's South Pole is like where penguins live, right? No, Greg, rewind. I swear to God, I said both. Don't you dare throw me under the bus.
Why is she being so secretive all of a sudden?
Listen, Greg, my geography might be crap, but I'm not that dumb to think that penguins and polar bears, you know, I just coexist on both places. I know that. I know they not. Greg, you just like making me look stupid, don't you? Nah, I'm just kidding.
Absolutely.
Actually, I heard the other day that you can actually visit, like, Antarctica if you actually wanted to. Nah, it's fine, Greg. I'm just joking around. It's no big deal. I actually read the other day that you can actually visit Antarctica. Did you know that? You can just, like, book a flight and go there for vacation. Vacation in quotation marks. I don't know who would be like, you know what? I've been everywhere. You know, I've been to Europe, I've been to Asia, I've been to the West. You know where I want to go? Antarctica. Where it's minus 50 at any given point, and it's like 23 hours at pitch black. That's where I want to go for my vacation. And it's not cheap either. I think it costs like 5k for one person to go there for like a week. And I'm like, why? Who in their right mind would go there? Who is so desperate to, like, get some sort of thrill that they would go to Antarctica, where you literally will freeze to death pretty much as soon as you walk outside? Because I'm pretty sure the only people that go there are Eskimos who live there and researchers. There's only two types of people.
Much obliged.
And both are equally crazy, most likely. So I wouldn't bank on getting help from them.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato.
You're saying that, but I'm pretty sure you can go to the moon if you have enough money, Greg. You probably can just, like, you know, hire a private company to send you to the moon. There's actually a service. You reminded me. Did you know, guys, there's a service where you can send your, like, deceased body into the space in a capsule. They shot you right into space. I think it costs like 20k. You can send your body, or body of whoever you want, really, into the space atmosphere, and it basically, like, burns. So you basically just spray your ashes over the entire Earth. And honestly, that sounds pretty cool. I'm kind of considering it. Not really, but you know, it's a pretty cool way to go out, you know? As long as you're not still alive when we go there, because I'm pretty sure that's not the best way to go out. I'm pretty sure as long as you're already, you know, peacefully resting. That's the only way I would not mind that.
Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made a silk kimono for the longest time now, and this is a beautiful design.
That's very kind of you, thank you. Goodbye for now. Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck at the International Trade Association.
I mean, it all depends, Greg, if you believe in reincarnation. Because I believe when we all die, we get Isekaied into another world, you know? And then we repeat the cycle. We get Isekaied into different dimensions every single time we peace out. And at the end of the road is Truck-san just waiting for us, you know? Sorting us into the world that he thinks we belong into. As a deity that he is, with his omnipotent powers, he selects our fates. And you know, some of us, unfortunately, don't get enough street cred to get Isekai's as a protagonist. Some of us just end up as trees. And that it is what it is, you know? You can't really select that fate for yourself. You gotta pray that you get enough achievements in your life to actually be somebody important when you get Isekaied. That's what we all hope for. I mean, as I said, the entire idea is pretty cool, but it just depends what you want to, you know, think when you live a full life. Sometimes, you know, maybe you don't want to think that you even get another chance, and it is what it is, you know. I personally don't have opinions on that either. I just thought it's a pretty cool idea, you know. Do you get like cycles of rebirth and stuff like that? Because I kind of studied Buddhism a little bit, because I kind of got interested in it. It was pretty interesting. It was like the entire reincarnation and, you know, peace, stuff like that. I kind of feel like that's pretty cool. You know, treating each other with respect. I thought it was pretty interesting. I studied a little bit of Stoicism as well. You know, it was like simplicity of life. Minimalism, even though I don't practice it, but I thought it was a pretty nice idea, you know, to just live with only what you need, rather than, you know, just cluster your life with a bunch of stuff that just, you know, there because you kind of feel like you need it in reality when you don't. I mean, I kind of live minimalistic life to an extent, I guess. I don't really, you know, buy stuff that I don't need, but you know, I'm not really a minimalist. I kind of just aspire to be in the future. Because I'm always jealous of people that can just, you know, like live in one of those, you know, houses. Or they just build in the middle of nowhere and just like live minimalistic life, you know. Gather food from nature and stuff like that. I kind of feel like I would like to do it for like a week, maybe. Just to see how it's like. But I don't think I could live like that. It just seems like super tough. But I do respect people who can actually do that.
Looks like we found him.
What am I gonna do?
Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh, you're Miss Ayaka from the Kamisato clan. How do you do?
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't seen you in a while. I take it you've been out of Rito? Thanks again for your help last time. The association is back in business, and it's all thanks to you.
That's great, but, why were you staring into space just now? Did something bad happen?
Well, you see...
I mean, it's a pretty interesting concept to think that, you know, you just can remember all you did in your past life. Because that's kind of what isekais are, you know. That's why I feel like we all getting isekaied over and over again. We just don't remember it. And, you know, some of us just get that tingling sensation in our brain that tells us, you know what, we're somebody cool in our previous life.
It's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association's goods have been stolen by vagrants.
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade silk.
Oh.
We imported a big batch of silk from Liyue several years ago. It's been sitting in storage ever since. Recently, we heard that clothing stores in the city have more or less sold all their silk stocks. So we figured now would be a good time to bring our batch out of storage, thinking it'd probably fetch a good price. But then...
Oh, really? That's kind of an interesting theory, Alex. I mean, it would make sense if it was real. Cause I guess it kind of makes sense, but then again, you can make any theory possible, but it does sound plausible, I'd say.
The vagrants swiped the whole batch, then disappeared into the woods. I'd report it to the authorities, but...
Because, you know, there's like different types of fears. There's some rational fears that people can like justify, and then there's some irrational fears that people just don't know why they're scared of them. Like, I remember like reading up on different types of fears just out of curiosity, and apparently some people are scared of like the weirdest things possible. Like some people are scared of pickles, like deathly terrified of them. Some people are scared of like strawberries or whatever. It's like a variety of different I think there's a phobia of closing your eyes, if you can believe that. Like there's so many different phobias that people just afraid of and they can't explain why, so it would make sense, honestly.
Well, as you know, they don't think much of foreign merchants like us. The Kanjo Commission don't want to give us the time of day. Honestly, you can just tell that our suffering amuses them.
Well, I also take issue with aspects of the Kanjo Commission's operational methods. Please remember, Mr. Kurisu, that while you are here in Inazuma, you should be careful with your words.
I do remember that one, Alex. That one is actually pretty fun. I don't know, just something about it, just constantly looking over your shoulders, expecting a danger on every single corner. And then one fateful night you hear quack, and it's never been the same. Like, I don't mean to make fun of people, but it's just kind of funny to me. 'Cause I like quirky phobias like that.
Oh, my apologies. I had to let off some steam. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much we can do ourselves to get our goods back.
Greg, do you have something to say? Greg, come on. I mean, I already have a duck watching me at any given point. Like, Greg is always spying on me. Are you kidding me? Greg is like always with binoculars outside my window, just staring, you know, waiting for his moment to appear out of the shadows. I didn't know I had that phobia, but apparently I do, since I do have a duck follow me all the time. So I guess we found out finally what it was all about. I was wondering why every single night when I go to bed, I just hear like a quack, you know, outside my window. But it was Greg all the time. The mystery is solved, I guess.
Perhaps I'm doomed to go bankrupt after all.
Well, to be fair, long words are pretty horrifying. I mean, have you heard of their like town in Wales that has like 100 characters in it? I'm pretty sure if I had to spell that, I would have a panic attack myself. I swear. So I do understand that one. Like, imagine you get a word like that on like a spelling bee contest. Like, I would just lose my mind.
I am afraid I can't intervene in an official capacity, but I can still help you get your lost goods back.
I mean, Greg, I wouldn't trust words that you can say either way. Because how can you trust anything if you can repeat the same word and it wouldn't matter if it's forward or backwards? What's real at that point?
Of course, I would never. Wait, what?
Huh?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like just, you know, a group of like old guys. They just try to scare people of the phobias and name the phobias in the most terrifying way for those that have them, so that they wouldn't even be able to tell others what they're afraid of. It's like a double whammy, you know? You're afraid of the actual object, and you're also afraid of the name of it. Of your own phobia. Unbelievable. Why can't you name just, you know, the fear of spiders, you know? The fear of long words. Just name it that. Why do you need to come up with fancy words? Like 20 characters long? Because nobody's gonna remember it. Like, I seriously tell me somebody gonna remember squalopedophobia? Do you really think somebody's gonna remember that and just gonna be like, oh yeah, I do have that. I couldn't even pronounce it myself. That's how dumb it is. Like, come on. It's just not gonna work. Anyway.
Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, there is no escaping the fact that my every action and word will be seen to reflect on the Yashiro Commission and the Kamisato clan. I do so not without reservations, so I hope that you will treat this matter as confidential. That aside, as I'm sure you're aware, I'm afraid that I won't always be able to help you in such circumstances. Given your position and that of the International Trade Association, please try to exercise more caution in the future. You do not want to incur further unnecessary losses.
That's why you don't Google names of your phobias, Alex. Because those names are made to scare people even more. Well, to be fair, if I was like stuck in the room, was like full of mirrors, and it was like dark as hell, I would probably be scared as well. Like, it's not the most pleasant feeling, you know, just staring in a mirror in like pitch black. I don't think that's pleasant. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a fear of mine, but I definitely wouldn't be like thrilled about it. So I definitely get it.
We will. We certainly will. But, are you sure this isn't gonna cause any issues for you? What if someone high up in the Kanjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't like it? You're a highly respected member of society. Surely putting your neck on the line for small-timers like me can't be worth the risk.
Very humorous.
To be fair, I never actually like consider what kind of phobias I have, because I never really like had any. Like, even irrational fears, when I think about it, I'm not like afraid of heights. I don't really have like claustrophobia per se. Like, none of the, you know, like big fears I don't really have. And small fears, like as a kid, I was kind of afraid of, you know, being stranded alone in like a forest or something. That was like a tiny fear of mine. If I was like to be stranded alone in an unknown location, or like getting lost in like, you know, a sea of people in like a big city, that was always like a tiny fear of mine when I was a child. But I feel like every kid has that. It's not really like, you know, a fear. It's more of like a possibility of that happening is terrifying.
Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the Kanjo Commission felt that I was accountable to them for my actions.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be buried alive either. Alex, I'm pretty sure nobody is.
Whoa, that sent shivers down Paimon's spine. Does everyone from a powerful clan talk like that?
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact time and location of the theft, and anything that stood out about the perpetrator's appearance.
Thank you so much. Let's see, it was 2 hours ago now, over at the,
I guess you are, Angel. Both bad and back. 2 in 1, if you will.
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the crime. The investigation starts there.
All right, off we go!
This is the Outlander Affairs Agency. Please have your documents.
I think I got stuck. I took a little bit too excited over there. Ah, right. I forgot that we actually need to deliver a letter. That like slipped my mind completely.
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground! What are those?
Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
I guess for me, I just never had like a reason to be scared, I guess, of things. Because I feel like fears are developed from like your childhood based on experiences you have. And for me, my childhood was fairly uneventful. So maybe that's why I don't have like any, I guess, fears per se. Like obviously, I'm not thrilled about like obvious stuff. But I don't know.
Stop, thief!
You think you can get your stuff back with this bunch? You must be dreaming.
Why, you better hope you have the courage of your convictions.
Why wouldn't I, old man? Answer me this. You're one of those Outlander merchants, right? You trade association types are worms, coming over to our land, leeching off our people. Who's gonna leap to your defense, huh? Tell me, who's gonna stick their neck out for the likes of you? Look at that, no response. You know I'm right. Face it, this is Inazuma. You've got no ties here. You're at the bottom of the pile. Can you really blame us for walking all over you?
You are despicable.
I do like Aika, it's just like, I don't know. I already have Aita, so there's no really need for Aika.
Hey, I just had an idea. Since you came all this way, how about we do some business?
Business?
Pay up, and you can take your fabric back. Sound good? If you ask me, it beats walking out of here with black eyes and a broken nose.
You're just a big bully!
What choice do I have?
Wait, Mr. Kurisu, please do not pay any money to this man.
But...
I trust you remember our agreement? If you keep your lips firmly sealed, I too shall uphold my end of the deal.
Oh, yes, of course.
Then please stand well back where it is safe. Now, it is time for me to honor my word!
Alright, I guess it's ass whooping time. Arguably my favorite time of them all. You see,
Cascade.
Kamisato on. Suiyu!
Whirling snow! So rude! My apologies! Everybody stand!
My hammer. Be still.
Take more. Well, that's resolved then.
just gotta heal up, Angel. You know, gotta get my item back to full health. What else am I gonna do? Use Bennett's ult? Come on.
No, please, It was nothing. I was simply doing my duty.
Miss Kamisato! Traveler! Are you hurt?
Don't worry, we're fine.
Who needs food when you have Bennett? Bennett is like the ultimate food provider. Heals you up right back up.
The vagrants left in quite a hurry. It would seem they didn't have time to take anything with them. I believe your stolen goods should all be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You'd best do a count.
6, 8, 10. Yep, it's all here.
Great! Now we can finally buy some silk.
Buy silk? You mean you need some of the silk here?
This was indeed our intent.
Don't get us wrong, though. That's not the reason we helped you out. Even if it were just a few carrots or cabbages, chances are we still would have helped you get them back. Paimon thinks we're pretty lucky. If we arrived any later, our chances of getting silk in Inazuma would have been 0.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, Alex. You know, if Barbara all you have, then Barbara it shall be.
I honestly can't thank you all enough.
Angel, I'm pretty sure you're asking for something you don't want. If you get Chi-Chi once, you get an eternal curse of Chi-Chis. Because as soon as you get one, that is all you're gonna get from there on out. So be thankful for not getting the cursed child of destiny.
Please, say no more. You need silk? I'll pick out a piece for you right away.
Thank you, good sir. How much do I owe you?
Oh, it's free of charge. I could never ask you to pay after everything you've done for me.
No, that will never do. Things cost what they cost, and what they cost is what I shall pay. Merchants already have enough challenges to deal with, and as Paimon explained, my help was unconditional. Please, there is nothing to feel distressed about, because nothing, I repeat, nothing happened here in these woods today, did it?
I mean, the thing is, I won plenty of 50-50s in my days, but I also lost many. So for me, my luck is like 50-50. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes it's a white line, sometimes it's a black one, you know? It's just how luck is treating you that day.
Thank you. I don't think I could ever repay you. You have helped me greatly, and I will never forget it. I'm afraid we must part ways. I must get these goods back to the association. If you ever need anything at all, just come to the International Trade Association and ask for Kurisu.
Very well. And thank you for the silk, Mr. Kurisu.
See you then. Bye. Safe journey home. Don't go getting robbed again.
That's some good advice right there, Paimon. I do agree with that one.
Traveler, thank you for stepping in to help out.
But how come those vagrants didn't seem to know who you were? They must move in completely different circles. Maybe they've never seen anyone from the Kamisato clan before.
Perhaps. Either way, I'm glad they didn't recognize me. The fewer people who know what happened today, the better.
It's not every day an important person like you helps out someone like Kurisu. It really shows what a great person you are.
Oh, your praise is quite unwarranted. I merely did what anyone in my position would have done. I admit that it did feel strange for me to come to his aid. But this should have nothing to do with identity or social class. As far as I'm concerned, it was one individual helping another in need. I guess that deep down, I don't see how a society can be considered just when people encounter such obstacles in their livelihoods. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. Right. Let's head back to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos and give our hard-won silk to the shopkeeper.
Okay.
I'm probably just gonna wait until, you know, Doltra comes out at this point. Because I do want that man. He's a man of my dreams. And I do want to have him. I mean, I'm pretty sure my pity is already, like, built up pretty well. I think I'm at, like 60 or 70? Let's see. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Yeah. So we had 70 pity. So pretty good chances of getting a 5-star on the next 10 pull at some point, whoever that may be. Yeah, I do see that Greg is pretty good, pretty good. Mona is a good one to get. Definitely one of the best you can get from standard.
Welcome back.
I mean, the best options you get from standard is like, well, Wolf's Gravestone's pretty good. Then you have Jade Wing Spear. Then you have Mona and Tanari. That's kind of all, really. That's as good as it gets. If you get one of those, then you're pretty much in the green. Anything else, it's like, you know, it is free, so you can't really complain too much, but at the same time, it doesn't feel good.
So, any luck at the International Trade Association? Did they have any silk in stock?
Yes, they did. Here.
Excellent news! So, apart from the silk, I think everything else I need I've got in store already.
To be fair, I might pull Kavith. I think the architect guy, if he is cool, I might consider doing that. We'll see. Because, I mean, there's probably plenty of time until Doltra comes out. Because I'm definitely pulling for him. No matter what.
I just need to go and take stock of our materials. It won't take me a moment. I'll be right back.
They better all be there.
I do hope nothing else is missing. Traveler, on the subject of garments, I've been meaning to acquire a new outfit for you, too. It's just, I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing in Inazuman attire. Oh, are you sure? Is that so? Impressive. So travelers of your stature hold themselves to a dress code, as well as a code of conduct.
Indeed so, it's not laziness, Heike. It's our unimaginable will and self-perseverance that we dress the same way everywhere we go. I mean, look at that style. You can't replicate it.
More like when you're away from home, you've gotta live by certain rules to survive, whether you like it or not. But Paimon would still love to check out some Inazuman outfits. Just what is that supposed to mean? They make them in whatever size the customer asks for.
Your interactions are so adorable to watch. I can certainly find someone to tailor a Paimon-size outfit if Paimon so wishes. Well, if you're sure, as you wish. Something else I've been wondering is, how do people in other nations dress?
We probably just blow off the dirt with the power of wind on our side. Angel, that's probably how we shower.
It's so true. People dress in all kinds of ways. Some people like to wear a hood, some cover up half their face with a mask, some just straight up dress like a peacock. Oh, and some have their tummy on show. Others wear skin-tight leotards and leggings. If you can imagine it, Paimon guarantees that someone out there is wearing it.
Really? So there is no single standard and people just dress however they like?
Pretty much.
So fascinating. Somehow, I feel a little envious.
Wait! So you want to dress like a peacock now?
No, of course not. I just mean, I admire those who are able to do as they please.
I mean, Angel Beaches exist for a reason, you know?
I would very much like to travel across the 7 nations and see how people live.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've checked my inventory.
Thank you. Is there anything else you're missing?
Fortunately not. I have all the materials I need. As for the size, would you like me to go by the dimensions given on the design?
Yes, please.
Understood. I'll get to work shortly. In total, that'll be this much.
Here you go. Is it possible to treat this as an urgent order?
Well, luckily, we don't have any other urgents at the moment, so I can begin work right away. It will still take me some time, though, so please come and collect it later. Until then, I'm sure you'll find somewhere nearby to pass the time.
Good idea! Let's check out the whole area. We don't want to leave any loose ends.
Stringless is usually used for like official inventory, so it's not particularly DPS weapon as per se, Angel. But if you don't have anything else, it's pretty good.
There will be no loose ends while you're in my company. I already decided where to go while we wait. For our next stop, I'd like to take you both for a meal.
Food? Oh, Paimon likes this plan.
I picked the venue especially for you. A humble local eatery called Kiminami Restaurant. I thought that the relaxed atmosphere there would suit our day much better than the prohibitively formal one of a high-end restaurant. Shall we head off?
Yep. Paimon can't wait. we here? Ooh, it's one of those street side places. Looks cute and cozy.
Paimon is just like a cow. She has 3 stomachs, Angel. We can't possibly match her appetite. Because she just has like a black hole inside herself that everything gets sucked into and never to be seen again.
Welcome!
Oh, Miss Kiminami, how do you do?
Ah, Miss Kamisato, perfect timing. Your booking was for... well, right now.
I believe so. We'll be sticking to the order I placed in advance. As for the other matter we discussed, thank you for your help.
See you, Greg. Have a good one. I hope you have a good rest.
Excellent, no problem. And everything you asked for is ready and waiting.
You have exams on Sunday, Angel? What kind of prison school are you going to where you need to study 24/7?
Traveler, tiny customer, please wait here for a moment while I prepare your food.
Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take care of, but I'll be back momentarily.
Friday and Saturday? That's a weird one. I'll take your word for it.
It's nothing of that sort.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I guess it's kind of cool. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was like universal that Saturday and Sunday are kind of like weekends for school. But I guess no.
I just have a few minor things I need to attend to. I won't be long.
I guess you learn something new every day.
She sure left in a hurry. Whatever it is, it must be pretty urgent.
Ah, I see. So it's more like a religious type. I see. Well, fair enough. I mean, I guess it's the same like how some people go to church on Sunday. It's pretty much the same logic, I guess.
So you two are Miss Kamisato's friends? Well, we serve all the classics. Sure, there are fancier looking places out there, but the food here speaks for itself. Hope you enjoy it. Over the years we've been in business, we've gotten to know the Kamisato clan quite well. Miss Kamisato and her brother are both fond of our food. They're always sending staff down here to order something and take it back to them. Her table booking surprised me, not least because it was a group reservation. This is the first time I've ever heard of Miss Kamisato going out for dinner with friends.
The first time ever? Oh, guess that makes us pretty important people, huh?
Sure does. And I'm probably crossing the line here, but I'm just telling you what others have told me. Apparently, Miss Kamisato doesn't have a lot of friends.
Alona. I mean, relatable. Relatable.
How is that possible? She's so kind and polite to everyone. Paimon would have thought that would make her really popular.
That's what I used to think too. But it turns out the rules of social interaction are a bit more complicated than that. Nobody in the neighborhood has a bad word to say about her. They all say she's beautiful, elegant, graceful, not to mention that she belongs to one of the most illustrious clans in the land. In short, they see her as a model young lady. But that's just it. People look at her and they see a model of perfection, and they don't feel like that's something they can relate to. So the majority of kids from our ordinary families don't even try to talk to her. So you see, on paper, she sounds like a girl everyone would want to get to know. But in practice, she finds it difficult to make friends.
Huh. Paimon never would have guessed.
We don't speak all that much, but we do go quite a way back. I've always admired her for taking on so many responsibilities at such a young age. So it makes me really happy to see her here with friends today. Anyway, relax, enjoy your meal, and please, talk to her as much as possible. I know she'll appreciate it. Consider it a favor for the whole neighborhood. Look after her for us.
I mean, that does sound like a pretty tall task, so we might as well do it. I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing so far, but we could do more.
Huh? That sounded like Ayaka.
I'm so sorry, Traveler.
Well, the thing is, Alex, when we even say no, it doesn't actually mean no. It means yes, but in a different way. Because you know how these options are given to us? They pretty much don't exist. We're still saying the exact same thing, just in a different direction. You know? It's just a choice between, do you want to be a dick? Or do you want to be polite about it? That's the only difference sometimes.
Could you join me over there for a minute? I need your help with something.
I mean, when you are noble,
Sorry.
do you really need to know how to cook?
You away all of a sudden. I just had a cooking catastrophe.
I don't know how to make a mushroom pizza either, honestly. I probably wouldn't blow up a kitchen, but I don't think I would make the best pizza that Italy has to offer either, so... You know, I do understand that.
Oh, so that loud noise we heard came from the cooking pot.
As you can see, this house is right next to the restaurant. It's where the owner lives.
The only way I can make a good pizza is if somebody else makes the dough. If I don't need to make the dough, I probably can make a pizza, because you just put stuff on top of it, and I can do that.
Actually, this whole compound is the family's private property. I asked Miss Kiminami to prepare some ingredients and utensils for me, so that I could cook a special dish here.
Right. If there's something you want to eat, you could just order it from the menu.
Actually, I wanted to cook something as a gift for
Fair, Alex, fella. That's pretty fair statement to say. I mean, the thing is, as I said, when you are so loaded as I can, Raiden, do you really need to know how to cook? When everybody does everything for you?
My mother mentioned in her notebook that Tsubaki enjoys food from all over the world. So I thought, if I'm going to meet Tsubaki, perhaps a dish from overseas would make a fitting gift.
I mean, as soon as Raiden gets into the kitchen, she probably just opens like the portal to hell and just summons like demon instead of cooking, you know, pasta or something. That's why Genshin does not allow him to cook, because they don't want to be responsible for, you know, Raiden creating a weapon of mass destruction and just obliterating Ted while she tries to make a toast.
A dish from overseas? So anything from outside Inazuma counts, right?
Angel, I'm pretty sure I have more mushrooms than anybody would ever want or need.
If so, then we've got lots of options, don't we?
That's what I was thinking. You must have picked up a lot of knowledge about different cultures on your travels. Hopefully including regional cuisines. Can I leave you to finish this task then? Just as a personal favor. Is that okay? I'll be indebted to you.
Alright.
But what kind of overseas dish would make a suitable gift? It needs to survive a journey from the kitchen to the recipient's doorstep.
Oh, Paimon knows! There's one dish out there that was practically created for this purpose! Pizza!
Pizza?
It's an assortment of toppings and sauce spread over a bread base and cooked in the oven. And it's so good!
It is indeed.
That does sound pretty good.
Alright. It's time to shine. Where is it? Where is it? I only have mid-lover's mushroom pizza. So I presume it's this one. Alright. It's time to get into it. Wait, is that the one?
Is the pizza ready?
Oh no, it's this one. Oh, I already have it. You know what, crises are loaded.
Oh, it's ready!
I told you, Angel, do you think I'm some sort of schmuck that doesn't have every mushroom in existence? I have more mushrooms than anybody would ever want. I can open a farm of mushrooms if I really felt like it. Because I'm that good, Angel. Because I'm that good.
It smells delicious. You're an excellent cook, Traveler. I would love to be able to master dishes from all over the world.
Well, all you need to learn is a recipe. We can bring you some more recipes in the future if you like.
Great. I look forward to learning from your culinary expertise.
How are you all doing? Whoa, is this... Miss Kamisato, this must be the dish you were talking about.
Yes, an overseas dish cooked by the Traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me?
Sure, no problem. Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes amazing. Oh, now I really want to put something like this on our menu.
Want us to teach you how to make it?
All for the low price of your soul. How does that sound?
Oh, could you?
The most satisfying meals are the ones you share with other people. So Paimon thinks that our friends in Mondstadt wouldn't mind us sharing this dish with Inazuma.
I mean, you say that, Angel, but some people have fetish for that type of stuff. I don't understand it, but it is what it is.
Really? That's great. I've always wanted to learn how to cook some international dishes. If you can write down a recipe for me, I'll add it to our menu and put a promotion where everyone will see it. Since we've become a closed nation, people haven't had the chance to try anything new. Traveler, you're the best! I'll go pack up this dish for Miss Kamisato. Please, make your way back to the restaurant whenever you're ready. The food will be waiting for you.
You could have sold that recipe for a high price, but you selflessly gave it away for free. You're a wonderful person. I mean it. I admire you a lot, and I'm so proud to be friends with someone of such fine character. Well, you should probably write down the recipe now, no?
Yeah, let's make sure we include all the details and then give it to Miss Kiminami. So, pizza. Start with the basic ingredients.
Alright, let's make our own pizza.
Seriously? Oh, okay. Well, you're the chef.
Listen, Paimon, do not question my skills, okay? I'm being told by the best in the biz. Gordon Ramsay has told me about everything I need to know.
Right. Now to add the next couple of ingredients.
Always in knackerweed and fungus.
Xiangling sure left a deep impression on you, huh?
Paimon, yet again. Do you need to get a backhand or something? You don't know talk back to the chef, okay? You just say, yes, chef. That's all you need to say. Alright, back to business.
Who's Xiangling?
A friend of ours who's a really talented chef. Though she has some strange tastes. Still, she's one of Paimon's favorites. Now for the cooking instructions. Place onto oven rack at high heat and cooked until golden brown. Alright, it's done! Long may our reputations and our recipes precede us wherever we go in Inazuma.
I have no doubt that they will. This dish is exquisite.
Cool! Then let's get this recipe to Miss Kiminami pronto!
Alright. Kiminami, you never seen a pizza like that in your goddamn life. You better appreciate it. I put my heart, soul, and passion into it, as well as a little bit of sweat and tears, as a secret ingredient, by the way. Not many people know that.
Here it is.
Many think it's love, not so, not so. It's sweat and tears. That's what gives us a, you know, rich, salty flavor.
Thank you! Wowie! This is so exciting. I want to make it right away.
Traveler, Paimon, please accept my sincerest apologies for delaying your meal.
No problem. Food always tastes better when you worked up an appetite.
Alright, let's dig in before it gets cold.
I wonder, who makes sushi the size of Paimon's head? Like that. Because I want to go there. Like, these dishes are just made for giants. I swear to God. Like, who in their right mind eats a bowl of miso soup? Not a cup of miso soup, a bowl. Like that. Do you know how much goddamn salt in there? You probably will shrink after eating the entire meal. Just from the amount of salt you're gonna consume. You're just gonna die from the food poisoning. More than anything. Unbelievable. But I would like to try that. You know what, we live once. I might as well make the life pretty short. By the looks of it.
Well, what do you think? Is Inazuman cuisine to your liking?
It is indeed.
It's amazing! Paimon loved this one! Oh, and especially that one over there!
Good. I'm relieved. When I was attempting to cook earlier on, did you chat with the owner at all? And did she, say anything about me?
She did, but don't worry. She's just happy for you is all.
She's happy for me? Oh, then she must have told you. Did she, what does it matter? I know just as well as anybody else that I've got no friends.
Oh, come on, Aika. You got a friend in me, okay?
Hey, it's not you. Most people just haven't had the chance to talk to you one-on-one before.
Thank you for your comforting words, Paimon. It's all true, though. I just don't have very many friends.
Or any at all.
Most of the time I'm either accompanied by family or staff. So everyone must have found it quite a surprise to see me taking you out for a meal.
Exactly! You got at least 2 friends right here.
Aw, thank you. That makes me so happy. Excuse me. I'm forgetting myself.
Hey now, expressing your feelings is the right thing to do. Keeping them locked away inside isn't gonna do you any good now, is it?
I mean, depends on how you look at it. It kind of worked out for Raiden Shogun. I mean, I'm pretty sure she never left her room until we arrived in Inazuma. So, it depends how you take it.
I agree. So, I just want to say how happy I feel that you both see me as a true friend.
Of course we do. That's always been our style. If someone's nice to us, we're nice to them too. Friendship can go a long way. Take your mom, for example. She wrote about Tsubaki in her notebook, and now it's made you want to find them too.
Yes. I think friendship is an extremely precious thing. And ours is one that I will always treasure.
While we're on the topic though, who is this Tsubaki person anyway?
Well, I think I have an idea, but it's just speculative at this point. I think that Tsubaki might be a fox envoy.
You crazy, Aika. How could it be?
A fox envoy?
Yes, that's what I think. Even I, my mother's own daughter, had never even heard of this friend before. It just seems so mysterious. So I think it must be someone with transcendent abilities who doesn't show themselves very often. And fox envoys are nothing new. Stories have been told about them in Inazuma since ancient times. You must have met Kuji Yae before. Well, she's a Fox Envoy. That got me thinking. Maybe there are Fox Envoys out there in Inazuma that people just don't know about. And maybe Tsubaki is one of them.
Whoa! So Inazuma also has supernatural beings?
When you say also...
Well, before Inazuma, we spent some time in Liyue. They have lots of supernatural beings there, like the Adepta. All kinds of them too. Up in the sky, down below the ground, in the water.
Really? I've come across such things being asserted in books, but to hear someone talk about it from first-hand experience is extremely surprising. So Liyue lives up to its reputation.
It's called... You should come visit Liyue with us sometime. The best part is, they have loads and loads of delicious delicacies.
Really? I would love that. Speaking of delicacies, Traveler, Paimon, have you eaten your fill?
Oh, Paimon has.
Excellent. Then let's collect the kimono. Then we can pay a visit to my mother's mysterious and transcendent friend.
I'm pretty sure why we just hang out there, the riot on the street, like near Shogun's palace, just keeps growing louder and louder. And we just, chilling, picking up kimonos. Just eating, like, nice food, just having a good time.
Your garment is ready, Miss Kamisato. I've folded and packaged it for you. Oh, and the other item we discussed? That's ready too.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you. It is a beautiful piece of clothing, and it was a pleasure to work on. See you again next time.
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
Whoa, looks super fancy. Is that for wearing in your hair?
It's a hairpin in the style of a white heron. As well as a hair accessory, you can also use it as an ornament. I couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return. So this is my gift to you. I'm glad you like it.
Speaking of white herons, that's what your title means, doesn't it? Shirasagi Himegimi. So this gift is like a little piece of yourself. It's just as elegant and beautiful as you are.
You flatter me, Paimon. If this gift reminds you of me, that is all I could ask for.
It definitely will. Alright, well, now we've got what we came for, we can set off. Time to go meet Tsubaki.
Alright, let's go meet the Fox Lady, I guess. Unfortunately, not the one we were hoping for, but you know what? Vegas can be choosers.
So, a transcendent being lives here? Ooh. If someone lives here, then why is it so chilly?
I'm asking myself the same question. How strange. I'm quite sure that this is the location my mother wrote about, but surely... I'm starting to have second thoughts. But since we're here, I still think we should go inside and explore in full.
Yeah, makes sense. Who knows? Maybe there's a surprise waiting in there for us. So, what does the notebook say exactly?
me think. A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Sounds like a fairy tale. So your mom would do a little ritual, and just like that, Tsubaki would come to meet her?
I have a feeling that it could be some sort of code. Let's get a little closer before coming to any conclusions.
Good idea.
Alright, up to some puzzles, I guess. Let's see.
There are some bushes on the rocks in here. Could that be anything?
Strange. There's nothing in here. Let's keep looking around.
Alright, what is the next one? Let's see. I've been kind of vibing to the music, mostly, for the past like 20 minutes or so. But I haven't been talking as much. So it would be nice to just, you know, dive deep into the story. Keep getting distracted. Well, knock once, 4 times, and finally 7.
Huh. There's nobody here. Just this... Did it open? Did it open? Did our Inazuma Adeptus leave any treasure here?
What's this?
Huh. Looks like a book.
It seems to be another notebook. Could it be Tsubaki's notebook? Let's step back outside now. The atmosphere here is different than I'd imagined. Somehow, it makes me a little reluctant to open the notebook.
Paimon knows what you mean. Reading in low light is really bad for your eyes. Come on, let's get back outside.
Here will do just fine.
Alright, let's see what the notebook says. Ooh, Paimon bets it's all about mysterious treasure. Ah, so exciting! What is it? Why are you whispering all of a sudden? You're making Paimon nervous. Oh, you want to let Ayaka read the notebook without distraction. Seems whatever's written in there must be pretty major after all. But, based on her expression, probably not a treasure map.
I don't know what they gave though away, Palma.
What could it be?
Traveler, Paimon, sorry to keep you waiting so long.
No worries, it wasn't long at all. You're a very fast reader.
I don't know about that one. I'm pretty sure you stood there for at least a good 5 minutes, Palma. But then again, you probably can't read yourself, so I guess it is understandable.
Yes, I have. I think I ought to share the truth of this notebook with you both. Even though the contents are completely different than what I was expecting.
Different how? You mean it wasn't a Fox Envoy who wrote this?
Not a Fox Envoy, no. It turns out that Tsubaki's real identity
Is non-existent because she was made up. She was a figment of imagination that my mother had.
is my mother herself.
As I saw.
Huh?
Surprised? Me too. But that's what it says at the very beginning of the notebook. Tsubaki and I are the same person, and yet we are different. When I become Tsubaki, I stop being Kamisato Kayo and become the most ordinary woman in the world. What follows in these pages is the ordinary, everyday life of a regular person. Nothing more, nothing less. This notebook is, for the most part, a collection of my mother's musings, both private and trivial. All of the things we thought were about Tsubaki were in fact about my mother herself.
So that means that the kimono design and the international dishes
are things that my mother wished to try, yes. I'm sure this all sounds utterly bizarre to you, but to me at least, my mother's behavior is completely understandable. Or to put it another way, I actually have another side to myself as well. I was at a loss for words when I started reading the contents of the notebook. It almost felt like someone had looked inside my mind, examined my thoughts, and then written them all down on paper.
Ayaka.
From the moment my mother married my father, she became the mother of the Kamisato household. And with that came all sorts of duties. At the same time, the prestige of the Yashiro Commission brought its own share of responsibility. On top of that, every action she ever took was seen as representing the Kamisato clan. People were always watching her. Under such circumstances, she never had much time to do the things she really wanted to do. After my parents passed away, Ayato and I took over responsibility for the affairs of the clan. We ran into all sorts of difficulties during that time. I'm not sure if people outside the clan could ever imagine what it was like. Every time I found myself up against a difficult issue, I'd ask myself, did my mother go through this too? What would she have done in this situation? Maybe it's because it had been so long since I last saw her, but somehow, all that was left of her in my mind was the side of her that inspired awe and commanded respect. But my image of her was incorrect. When I read this notebook, I realized she was just like me. Underneath whatever position she may have held, she was just an ordinary person. She liked pretty kimonos. She wanted to try food from different places. She yearned to see sights she'd never seen before. Maybe this all sounds immature to you, but I feel just the same way. I want to live life not as Kamisato Ayaka, but as an ordinary woman. Mother wrote that she'd always wanted to go to a local Inazuman festival. She said that sometimes, on a clear night, if you looked out from our house, you could see lights off in the distance. I've seen those lights too. It looks so lively with so many people. And it's so brightly lit, it makes the whole sky glow. Of course, but for someone of my position to just show up at a festival with no warning, it could be considered improper etiquette. Especially in my parents' generation, when the Yashiro Commission didn't have a particularly close relationship with the populace. Even if no one stopped us, the idea of the Yashiro Commission going out into the crowd, it'd certainly draw some strange looks. People would probably start thinking there was trouble afoot. Mother said that she didn't want to put people on edge. She wanted everyone to enjoy the fun and freedom of the festival. She didn't want to disturb them, and didn't have much free time anyway, so she never went. Not even once.
So the kimono design, that must have been the outfit she planned on wearing if she ever did go to a festival, right?
That's right. And sometimes, festivals sell international food. She wanted to try that too. I hope this isn't a disrespectful thing to say, but I never knew my mother was so in touch with her inner child.
Well, that's not disrespectful at all. Paimon thinks your mom was the best of both. A big softie on the inside, and a big sense of responsibility on the outside.
Without knowing it, I've ended up fulfilling several of my mother's wishes already. But going to a festival is the one thing that I cannot do for her. Perhaps this is one thing that can simply never be. I understand. Thank you. I think I realize something now. Mother and I are so similar in so many ways. The things she faced are things that I too will go on to face. She chose to place her unfulfilled wishes onto the identity of Tsubaki. As for me, I've already decided.
Oh, so you decided on an alter ego too?
No, I don't plan to do anything like that. I think I will set myself a new goal. To live each day without regrets.
That is a good one. That's a goal that everybody should have.
So, Traveler, Deep breaths, Ayaka. Deep breaths. Would you be at all interested in checking out an Inazuman festival?
Paimon's been dying to go ever since we saw that poster! Paimon would love to go with you, Ayaka!
Hey, come on, don't make fun. It's just because I used to have the same concerns my mother did. But now, I don't think I need to worry about it so much. I'm going to be true to myself and fulfill the wish that my mother and I shared. I know that you of all people can understand me going my own way on this. So, let's do this, you and me. Let's go to a festival together.
Paimon wants to come! Festivals here have loads of tasty snacks too, right? Oh, and fun and games!
Great. Thanks, you guys. If we head over now, we should still make it in time.
Oh, good point! Today is the last day, right? What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Alright, I guess it's festival time. Let's see.
Since it's the final day, many of the visitors must have already returned home. I've heard that the peddlers often close up shop earlier on the last day because there are fewer people around. I'll go and ask. Whatever happens, I at least need to go inside just this once.
That's the way to go! We'll be right there with you!
It hasn't closed yet. It's just that there aren't many people left. Let's hurry and see as much as we can.
Hey, look at that stall! They have so many masks! Paimon's heard that everyone's supposed to wear a mask at these kinds of festivals. Is that rule still around nowadays, or...?
That used to be the custom, yes. And today, it's still a popular way to dress up during festivals. But it's not a hard and fast rule.
Hey! Is that who I think it is? Miss Kamisato, right?
Oh, greetings.
People seem to recognize Ayaka wherever we go. Guess that's just what it's like when you're a famous Inazuman.
But of course! The Kamisato clan leads the Yashiro Commission. It's one of the most well-known clans in Inazuma. Not least because back when Master and Miss Kamisato had just taken over the family's affairs, they used to make public appearances all the time. Some of the younger generations have never even seen Miss Kamisato in person before. Being the age I am, I'm lucky enough to have seen her on many occasions over the years.
You're too kind. My brother and I simply go where we must to fulfill our duties.
But this is the first time I've seen anyone from your family at a festival. There must be some official business, I take it.
Oh, there isn't actually. Today, I'm taking my traveler friend here around to see the sights.
Oh, a traveler? Huh. Now that you mention it, you do look like you've come a long way to get here. First time in Inazuma? Hope you enjoy yourself, young one. Ah, excuse me 1 second. Hey everyone, listen up! Don't close up yet! Miss Kamisato has come to join the festival!
No, it's not like that. Please, there's no need to make a fuss. We're just here to...
Yeah, thanks a lot, mister! If you hadn't let them know, they'd start closing down about now, right? At least it sure looks like that time of day.
Yep, you got it. But on account of this being the first time Miss Kamisato has ever come to the festival, it seems only fair to keep things open a little longer. Oh, here's a couple of masks for you. On the house.
No. You've been far too accommodating to us already. We couldn't possibly...
Don't give me all that. Here you go. Here you go. It's not often that we regular folks get some attention from the Yashiro Commission, so I've got to mark the occasion somehow. Besides, it'll make me look bad if you refuse.
But... Okay, I think I understand.
It's my pleasure. You have yourself a good time.
Sir, do you have anything for Paimon?
Oh, hello there, kiddo. I'm sorry, but we don't have any masks in your size.
Huh? Surely you're not gonna let Paimon be the only one at the festival without a mask?
Paimon, don't worry. Wearing a mask is optional.
But... Paimon doesn't want to feel left out.
How about a tree leaf? That should be enough to cover up that little face of yours.
What? No way!
Oh, okay then. In that case, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do right now. But don't you worry, kiddo. I'll have a mini mask made specially for you when I get back.
I cannot thank you enough.
Aw, it's nothing. But I won't hold you up any longer. You should go and enjoy the festival while everything's still lit up.
All right. Traveler, shall we?
We shall indeed.
Oh, wait. Just one thing. I need to explain myself. I got a little nervous back there and I just made up any old excuse. But don't think of this as me taking you sightseeing, please. I brought you here because I genuinely wanted to spend time with you. Okay, great.
I mean, it is kind of like a date. So fair enough, Aika.
Traveler, look! This stall's doing fortune slips.
Miss Kamisato! Hello there! You're out with friends today? Oh, what a rare privilege! Welcome, welcome! Would you like to give it a go?
Okay. How much is it per draw?
I wouldn't expect you to know this, but the Yashiro Commission was very good to my uncle on my father's side at one point in time. Thinking about it, it was when your father was around. I think he dealt with it personally. So you see, how could I possibly take your money?
What? Are you sure?
Of course! If you like what you see, then please, be my guest. Same goes for your two friends here.
Traveler? Paimon? What do you think?
Seems like everyone wants to do something nice for Ayaka. So, if they insist, who are we to resist?
Well, if that's how you feel, then okay. We'll take you up on your kind offer, sir. Let's each do a draw.
Alrighty then, whenever you're ready. Draw a slip and reveal your fortune.
Alright, let's see what we get.
Open it up and see how you fare.
Whoa!
Which one did you get? Paimon got Rising Fortune.
No way! We got the same one! Traveler, what did you get?
Great fortune from heaven. That does sound about right.
Wow! You're so lucky!
Oh, congratulations are in order. Here's what great fortune from heaven means. The blessings of the gods are upon you. Your voyage ahead shall be plain sailing, and all your endeavors shall prosper. In other words, your good luck isn't about to run out anytime soon.
What a great sign! Good things lie ahead!
Congratulations.
You all have very fine fortunes lined up. With this kind of luck, you'll certainly be able to achieve anything that you wish.
Well said! Here's hoping that our good luck will never run out!
This food stall sells all kinds of Inazuman specialties. Anything you want to eat, it's my treat.
Wow! It all looks so good! Is it okay if Paimon has one of everything?
Of course it is.
But we don't want anything to go to waste. Let's try them one at a time. Ooh, Ayaka, Paimon wants those dango.
Sure.
Uh-huh, those look good too. Ooh, but so do the egg rolls. Paimon will try an egg roll too, please.
All right then. I too shall have a Sakura mochi.
All right, coming right up.
This Sakura mochi is just delicious.
I would love some mochi right now. Especially the ice cream kind. Are you kidding me? That stuff is good.
Not bad, huh? It's one of our best sellers.
Oh, please, sir. Paimon would like some more.
I don't know if it's rude of me to ask, but how is this kind of snack actually made?
You want to try your hand at making it yourself? No problem. Just give me a second and I'll write out the recipe for you.
Ooh, a new recipe?
Are you sure about this? If you share the recipe, isn't that tantamount to giving away your trade secrets or something?
Well, it was you who gave Kiminami Restaurant that recipe for an overseas dish, wasn't it? She and I are good friends. We trade culinary tips all the time. Here you go. Just treat it as me returning a favor on behalf of my friend.
Thank you so much. I will study it very carefully and try my best to do it justice.
You there, you want the recipe too? Go on, I can see that you enjoyed it. There's no greater feeling than creating delicious food with your own two hands. You should definitely give it a try.
I do agree with that. Cooking is pretty fun when you cook for somebody else.
I will. once I've learned how to make it, will you two be my taste testers?
Oh, definitely! Can't wait!
Alright, I'll do my best.
Well, we may have arrived near the end of the festival, but it's still been super fun. Paimon approves!
Yes, I agree. To spend the festival together with you today has been a truly wonderful experience. This stall sells prayer plaques. It's an Inazuman tradition. You draw your wish onto a pentagonal piece of wood called a prayer plaque, and pray that it will come true.
Sounds similar to the way people in Liyue release lanterns during Lantern Rite. Those are used for making wishes too.
Welcome. Looking for prayer plaques? Every wish is sacred, and you've still got time to make yours before the festival ends.
Looks fun! Shall we give it a try? Oh, wait, there's writing and drawing involved? Ugh, count Paimon out then. Paimon's head's feeling kind of fuzzy after eating so much just now. Not the best time for an intense burst of mental activity.
2 prayer plaques, please, sir.
2 prayer plaques for the young lady. There you go.
Traveler, have you decided on your wish? Yes.
You can either draw a picture to represent your wish or write it out in words. Either way, once you've committed your wish onto your plaque, please hang it onto the prayer rack.
Wait, so they'll be on public display? Alright, well, let's see what you got.
That will do for mine. May I see yours? This is you and your sister, isn't it?
Indeed, sir.
It's lovely.
You'll be back together one day. Paimon believes it, and you should too.
I believe it too. Your wish will surely come true. And I will keep you in my prayers.
Ayaka, what did you draw? Is that Tenchukaku?
That's right. I wish for peace and happiness for everyone in Inazuma, and good health for my family and friends. I do hope that wish can come true. Thank you. That gives me hope. I think that might be all we have time for today.
Aw, it's time to leave already?
I'm afraid so. The festival is coming to a close. Time flies when you're having fun. It seems to flow away from you like a rushing river, as precious and short-lived as a cherry blossom dancing in the wind. It's time to leave. Traveler, today was the first time in my life that I've ever been to a festival. You've known me for some time now. I think you understand my personality, don't you? Knowing me, I just know that today could not have been such a happy day without you. So thank you. Today really meant a lot to me. And the memories will always have a special place in my heart. Festivals are great. There aren't many rules. Everyone has that smile that comes from deep inside. And it's just so carefree and happy. If I ever get the chance, I want to go again. You too? Great! You know, we're kind of similar. Me with my brother, you with your sister.
Indeed so. The only difference is that Aito is not missing. At least no for now.
Sometimes I feel like I can relate to the determination you must have to get your sister back. I understand. Family bonds are inseparable. No one can break them. They are the most important roots we have in this world. You will find her. Come what may, you must never give up.
I'm pretty sure that's the entire reason for our journey is to not give up and actually find her. Otherwise, it would be pretty strange.
I will always be here for you as your... as your friend. I will always support you.
Go friend zoned yet again. Unbelievable.
As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
Alright, it's time for the dance, guys. At least you enjoy this one.
Oh,
Peace
Traveler.
and quiet.
There's something that I'd like to do. If you could spare me yet another moment. Please, keep your eyes on me. What do you think of my dance? Did you like it?
Indeed so.
It was so pretty, beautiful, elegant, and something else Paimon can't put into words. Paimon doesn't really know what it was, but it is art.
Indeed so. Can't argue with that one, Paimon.
I'm not very good at this kind of dance. So, as long as I didn't embarrass myself, that's all that matters. I just had a sudden urge, and I ran with it. In a way, that sort of sums up today for me. Dancing like nobody's watching. That goes for you too. When I'm with you, time seems to slow down and speed up at the same time. Anyway, it looks like this is goodbye for today. I can see myself the rest of the way back.
Alright.
Good night, Traveler.
Make sure to dry them socks, Sayaka. Don't want to catch a cold, you know. Well, that was a journey. I guess it's as good time as any to round up the stream for today. It was pretty eventful. So, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And hopefully I was able to make your day a little bit better. If it wasn't too great. I hope you have a good remaining of your day or evening, depending on where you are. And I'll see you next time. Most likely tomorrow or on Sunday. I'll notify you whether I'm gonna stream tomorrow or not, but most likely I will. Anyway, I'll see you all later, and have a good one. Bye bye.